they're not really in the know about what's going on. A friend of mine who plays drums for a very, 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 very well-known artist.
Ha, every side. Ha, boom, boom, yes. Ha, boom, cat towel. Ha, boom, boom, ha, pow. Ooh. Sean Bankhead taught me that.
Nas X is broke, about to be dropped by his label. He's picked up a drug habit, and I'm also here to let y'all know that behind the scenes, allegedly,
Lil Nas X is officially over in the industry. They immediately threw him out after using him for their satanic freak-off purposes. This follows his appearance as a hot stank, screwed up, and nude on the streets of Hollywood. Nobody truly believed that Lil Nas' mental health was this severe, despite the fact that he has been crashing out online for a few days. People are wondering whether he sold his soul because he went from being the most famous artist in the world to being punished by the industry. Everyone believed that 50 Cent was being a hater when he attempted to inform us that Lil Nas was being turned out and thrown around the business in search of possibilities. This whole situation started a few days ago when TMZ released an unsettling video of Lil Nas wandering about the streets of Los Angeles at 4 in the morning, almost completely nude. It appears that he had just left a party that many consider to be a freak-off party. Someone began filming him after spotting him strolling down the street while clearly under the influence of a number of drugs. After telling them to stop filming because he was uneasy at first, Nas quickly relaxed and began performing for them. At one point, he was trying to woo the guy filming him while voguing, posing, and singing.
Hey, don't be late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at. No, go ahead, babe. No, 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 no. Go ahead, babe. No, 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 no. Didn't I tell you to put the phone down? Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Hey, for everybody coming to the party. La, la, la. Yes, I am serving you. I am serving you. And you better be at that party tonight. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, get my good side. Every side. Yes. Boom, cat towel. Ooh. Sean Bankhead taught me that one. Hey! Woo! Batty boy, want me give it to me, baby? Batty boy, want me give it to me, baby? That's gonna be a beautiful sunrise. Give me that phone so I can throw it. I want to throw it far away so you never see it again. I don't like phones. Don't miss the party tonight. Why are you still here? You need to be telling everybody about the party, girl. What's your problem? Break it down, break it down.
Even stranger is the fact that this video was only the start of an extremely long night. After this video was taken, Nas reportedly stripped completely naked and continued to stroll the streets with his balls hanging out for everyone to see, including their mother. In reality, a number of people saw him and reported a nude man wandering the streets to the police. He charged at the police when they arrived to take him into custody and touched one of the cops. After receiving treatment for his OD, he was immediately arrested for touching that officer. Many folks were certain that this was a PR trick when it made the headlines. To be fair, Nas is quite capable of pulling off this kind of scam. Therefore, we cannot hold people accountable for their beliefs. People began looking through his social media accounts, though, and discovered that the man had been crashing out for a while. The first was this eerie video he shared a few months ago to express his excitement for his new album to his fans. He was twitching a lot, and his words kept breaking in the video. People began to speculate that he might be using the white powder behind the scenes when he struggled to maintain composure for just 1 minute.
I don't know, making sure the songs did well, then making sure I was like having fun, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying I didn't have any fun. I had some fun, okay? But I want this time around to be even more fun, and I want to be like even more full of joy, and I want to be even more full of love, and I want to go out here in this fucking world, and I want to wave my in the sky and move about freely. And that's what boy era is gonna be.
One person said nobody better not had him. I don't remember his speech being that damn choppy. Another person said, y'all go and sit here and act like you don't see this man. The F out. He posted a video of himself in the hospital with half of his face literally paralyzed And now people think his substance addiction may have caused that health emergency as well. At the time, these people would drag him for making false accusations against him, but in retrospect, they were undoubtedly telling the truth.
Smile. This is me doing a full smile right now, by the way. It's like, what the, bro? I can't even laugh right, bro. What the? Oh my god. So. Oh my god, bro.
In addition, he was sharing whole recordings of his own songs and posting cryptic content on Instagram in the days before his public breakdown, which many found extremely unsettling. He posted a picture of himself posing like a drag queen while costumed as a feminine gay male, writing in the caption, "And just like that, she's back. We've all waited so long, when Dreamworld needed her the most." Additionally, there was a picture of him wearing red lipstick with a comment that mentioned Nicki Minaj's song Roman's Revenge. Oh no, she's gone mad, crazy, I tell you. The god of music, dare I say, me not Jay-Z, no shade. They tell me you see the globe. Many were compelled to bring up 50 Cent because although everyone, including Nas, ignored it, he attempted to alert us to the harm the industry was causing to Lil Nas. 50 may joke about, but he never lies, as this entire incident demonstrated once more. What the F? Nicki come get him, LOL. Nas did not like it and responded with a series of tweets accusing 50 of interfering in his business and treating me in a homophobic manner. It's November 2nd, and grown men are waking up to have group discussions about a costume I wore on Halloween. Bro, I don't bother a soul in this industry. All I do is tweet and make bangers. Leave me alone. Damn. However, this has not stopped 50 from expressing his opinions, since he was allegedly going around behind the scenes telling people that Nas lost his career because he was just employed as a weapon to propagate demonic imagery and that they ditched him because they no longer needed him, according to sources. Where 50 is obtaining this information is unknown. It turns out that the individuals who were filming him were not just anybody. His team members made the decision to sell the video to TMZ for a quick $100,000.
This is not the first time this has happened for Lil Nas X. From what I have been told, Lil Nas X has gotten very, very high multiple times before and stripped in the streets. Like this time he had drawers on, he had his little panties on, his tighty whities with no streaks. So he do got good hygiene. Although he is a bottom, so I would expect a bottom to have good hygiene unless they're like a painter, but I don't think Lil Nas X is a painter. I would see I Show Speed as a painter, but not Lil Nas X. Anyway, with that being said, this is not his first time doing that. This is a common occurrence. They just so happen to have gotten this film and sent it into the blogs. The people that were filming him were a part of his team. Like, this was leaked to the media on purpose. You understand? Like, the person he was pointing at holding the phone, like, give me your phone, like, he knew who that was. Okay, be very clear. That's not a random fan that just saw him down the street strutting, because if you notice, when you look at the street is empty. Nobody's out there. So he had enough sense to take his ass out to an empty street where nobody would see him, but his team leaked it. Okay, now, like I said, this is not his first time doing that, but normally when he likes to go out and strut his outside in public, he's booty naked, so he had clothes on this time. Now, moving right along from there, why is he wigging out like this? Is this the Illuminati? Is this MK Ultra mind control? Baby, this ain't none of that. What I've been told is that Lil Nas X is broke, his music label ain't paying no attention to him, and he may eventually be dropped here pretty soon. Here's the thing, right? Lil Nas X has been struggling for money ever since he changed management teams some years ago. If you remember, he came into the game and he was like, Old Town Country Road, and he was country. By the way, Montero, had you remained country and just held on to this shit for the last, 6-7 years or whatever, however long it's been that you've been famous?
Even though Storm is a complete disaster, he always has the tea. In any case, he also disclosed that Lil Nas was compelled to include more in his songs, and that at one point, a source who worked with Nas on a video shoot saw his label scold him after he lost it over some of the things they were asking him to do.
He wasn't really gay. He not became gay, but he plays gay as a part of his image because he feels like that's going to sell. And then, of course, the whole industry is secretly gay anyway. About 90% is bisexual. I would call fluid and or gay for pay. But
they're not really in the know about what's going on. A friend of mine who plays drums for a very, 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 very well-known artist was on the set of a Lil Nas X video or whatever it was a while ago. In between takes, he said this kid was shriveling up in the corner. He went over to him and he was like, "Are you okay? Like, what's going on?" And he was like, "I'm uncomfortable with this. I don't want to do this anymore." Next thing you know, he saw the label people hovering over him, telling him, "You better gay that shit up more." Right after that, my friend took his entire band and left the set. He said, "We're not doing this." They tried blacklisting him. He still plays for that big main artist, but he lost a lot of clients. And they tried to destroy his life because he took his...
He needs Jesus.
What about Lil Uzi?
He needs Jesus too. They both definitely sold their soul. I wanted to say this about Lil Nas X. I got a few friends that went to school with him and they said he was never gay.
Are you serious?
So I know for a fact, like, what he doing is because, like, they told him, like, you gotta do this now if you want.
So you feel like he not really gay?
I feel like ain't nobody really gay in Jesus' name, amen.
As usual, individuals had their opinions. One guy stated that he had best get clean and leave Hollywood. Another said that he was either under D or OD and that the devil was coming to get him. I want to know what you think of the long-held belief that the devil resides in California. Regarding Lil Nas X going crazy and running around nude, what are your thoughts? And do you genuinely believe that he sold his soul for this to happen? Please share your opinions in the space provided below, and remember to click here to view this additional mess.